Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. This is part of my thrift haul, and I've got this lovely mug, which I like color-wise. I like it better than the two burnt orange ones. They're cute. This one looks like it could go more with the tea kettle. And today we're doing a review for Hiker S'mores flavored coffee, mycotoxin free. Apparently coffees have mycotoxins. I hadn't really thought about that until I started reading about that. And it says third-party lab tested, so this has been tested for mold and everything else. I never really thought about coffee having mold because it doesn't look moldy and it doesn't taste moldy. Maybe like cheese, maybe it ages and the coffee and ruins the flavor. But I've never really noticed. But then again, I'm used to drinking coffee the way it is. All right. Only good stuff ahead. We are blazing a trail, creating clean coffee with transparent processes and labeling because we know what it's like. You want to make a cup of holy F, yum! Or as my younger son used to say, he wanted to make a coffee shop and call it holy F in a box because he wanted the coffee to be so good that people would say, holy F in a box, that's good coffee. He never did. He really should have, though. But he would love this. Okay, back to what I was saying. Without worrying about what's hidden inside, we got you back. We got you back. Roasting clean coffee that's good for you and the planet, produced with the highest quality beans and organic ingredients. Now that's the good stuff. Mycotoxin free, which means we use third-party testing to make sure nothing we make has toxins from mold. Mold sucks, but we got you with products tested beyond industry standards. No BS. We craft our clean flavored coffees with MCT oil, no seed oils here, which can contribute to inflammation. And because we believe in doing things right, we test our beans for heavy metals and over 500 pesticides, including glyphosate. No hidden junk, no compromises, just clean coffee you can trust. And there's a QR code. It's a scan for the good stuff. Scan the QR code for details on s'mores origins, sustainability, and our story. And then to brew, 2 tablespoons for every 6 ounces of water. Heat water 195 degrees. I've been using 1 tablespoon per cup. So now I know they want 2 tablespoons per cup. So I need to make it a little bit stronger. Yes, I had like 1 or 2 cups before I did the review. So you will know I like it. It just won't be an honest first impression, unfortunately. Okay, for the tasting tip, for the best tasting cup of coffee, add fresh air. So in other words, this would be good when camping or out on your porch. When I get the table and chair again, I will, like I had in my old apartment. Oh. Maybe we can do that. Ingredients: organic coffee, organic flavors, organic MCT, nutmeg oil. Contains 2% or less of organic s'mores flavor, so only 2% or less of the flavor. So it'll be a good flavor, it just won't be in your face. And you can find them on Instagram and TikTok. It's Hiker Coffee. And they are, wait a minute. I think I read somewhere where they were made. Oh yes, when I did the haul. Spring is definitely here. Oh yes, they are located in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. This is the cute little thing we got. Chocolate and marshmallows and graham crackers camping. And then you've got little scenes over here. And more little scenes over there. This kind of reminds me, I like the feeling of the Espelon box that I got when I moved out here. It's like I want so much to cut that when the bag is empty. I was just going to do the front and hang it up. But now that I see this, I want so badly to cut this and then open it up and then put it somewhere. That's my brain. I like to collect unusual artwork. Coffee, beer, liquor, tea. Okay. I'm right-handed, so it goes this way. But if we want to I want to give you the full effect of the mug, we'll go left-handed. I can do that. I can smell a little bit of the graham cracker. Take these off because they're steaming up. I'm tasting the chocolate and graham cracker. I'm not really tasting marshmallow. I'm getting mainly notes of chocolate and graham cracker. And as I turned my head away from the camera so you couldn't see me sneeze. It's that time of year again. So subtle flavors and subtle scent notes are going to escape me for the time being. And marshmallow is kind of a subtle flavor anyway. A little bit on the back end, a little bit. It's like I said, taste the chocolate and the graham cracker. And toward the end, I'm getting just the tiniest taste of toasted marshmallow. Which is about the way it would be if you had a regular s'more anyway, because the marshmallow is just there to hold everything together. What you're really tasting in a s'more is basically the chocolate and the graham cracker. So this works. Let's see. I have a beer review I'm going to be putting up tomorrow. And then this will go up the day after. Tomorrow? No, then it'll be every day. Darn. Well, I'll try to make it so I'm staggering these because I have one that I put up. Yeah, I have one that I put up yesterday. So I'm trying to 24 to 48 hours apart. So I might put up I put one up yesterday, so I will put the beer one up tomorrow, and then I'll put this up the day after tomorrow. There we go. Spread them out a little bit more because I have 3 more coffees to share with you and 3 more beers. So we'll try to spread that out a bit. I don't have anything really notable coming in the mail. Although I do have a mushroom rug. I finally broke down and got a mushroom mug. I found a good deal on Temu, and I want to spruce this place up a bit. If I'm going to be here a while, I may as well make it look pretty, or try to. Um, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, mushroom rug, a mushroom collapsible laundry basket. I'm done with the t-shirts for now. I've let's see. Yeah, that should be it. Oh, I've got a headband coming, but that's not even notable. It's just black plastic with imitation like black rhinestones or something like that. So that'll be. I won't like I did with the Bite Me shirt. I did put that up as a short because it was just the shirt. And I tend to ramble and talk way too much. One item, it's like so I'll try to make those shorts. So you're getting more videos during the week because I will do like a video every day or every other day, plus a short. So yeah, if you want to see the vampire shirt, it'll be in the video shorts. That's it. Yeah. So we got a rug and a basket coming up, and that's about it. That would be worth showing on here. and then I'll just have the beer and the coffee to spread out until I get around to ordering something else again. The Dead Darling. I didn't do a review of the Dead Darling Terror Misu brownies. I'll just go ahead and throw that in here quickly. Um, the brownies were good. Unfortunately, since I don't use egg, it didn't have the applesauce doesn't have the same property as an egg. It's a good egg replacement, but when it's something like that, it tends to not give it the. It doesn't have the body, I guess, for lack of a better term. They turned out like this. Brownies are usually like this, and they were like a little sheet, like a bark almost. So that didn't work too well. Plus, I used olive oil because I didn't have a way to melt butter. I melted a little bit of butter, but it was mostly olive oil. So between the olive oil and the applesauce, that didn't work too well with the brownies. The flavor was excellent. The top crust, for lack of a better term, turned out, but they ended up being flat because I'm not able to use all the proper ingredients. So with the mother brownie, I will probably not make them as a proper brownie. I will probably find another way to utilize that mix. Yeah, so I won't be ordering any more brownie mix anytime soon. But she does have mac and cheese. And I have two or three and a shopping cart that I'm waiting until I get paid again. I get unemployment every week until that runs out, and I get a part-time job, whichever comes first, and then Social Security once a month plus my allowance I gave myself. So, yeah, trying to spread things out, which is why I'm going mostly with Timo because that stuff's pretty much extreme budget. And I was going somewhere with this. Yeah, but every once in a while, yeah, trying to go budget, extreme budget. But every once in a while, I will get things, spooky things like Dead Darling. But since the brownies, I can't really do the brownies that well. I'm going to look for other things if I order from her like this time. Next time I'm going to do mac and cheese. So I'll do things like that don't require eggs. So stay tuned for that. In a few weeks, I will get that and I will have a haul for that. And I will just wrap this up in a nice little bow. Big mess. My nose tickles. Anyway, back to the coffee. Is it a hit? Yes, it's a hit. I got this at Festival. I didn't have to order it online. It's a nice, relatively local brand. Um, yeah, the flavor is subtle, but it's there. You can taste it. Would I buy it again? Maybe. Although I get in this thing of trying to constantly find new things, and when I remember, I come back to the favorites. So I might revisit this at some point, or I might not. I'll at least have the bag to remind me that I had gotten it. Maybe at some point I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. Let's do this again. Anyway, yes, if you live in the area, get yourself some Hiker S'mores coffee. You'll like it. It doesn't have the, now, that's another thing I didn't mention. It doesn't have the acidic bite to it. It's a smooth coffee. And it doesn't have that roasty burnt flavor that some coffees have either. It seems like you typically get a smoother flavor from a small batch roasted coffee that's not dark roast. So yes, if you like a coffee with a good subtle flavor, give this a try. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Finally, so stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, I have a beer video coming up tomorrow. I've got 3 more beers to do. As I said, 3 more coffees to do. I will space those out. And if I have any hauls that I'm getting from things I'm ordering online that are worth sharing, I will share those as well. And I will try to pop a random review every once in a while in for things that can't necessarily be tried in real time, like brownies. If you like these weird, freaking random videos where I just sort of go off on a tangent randomly and talk about things and tell you about things that I'm going to be putting up the next day while I'm recording a video that you're not going to see for a day or two, give this a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my random nonsense, that would be lovely. Hit the bell once for that, and for notifications, hit the bell a second time. And the subscribers have dropped off a bit. I was at one point closer to 300, but that's okay. I'm not everyone's cup of tea or mug of beer for that matter, so. I will eventually pick up people who are more interested in my content as it's been, because as I get older, I tend to change things around a bit. And I don't have the clothes I had, I don't have the decor I had, and the content has mostly been reviews and hauls. I haven't done an outfit of the day in forever. But I thank all the people who have been here since the beginning, who have stuck with me as this channel has evolved or devolved, I'm not sure which. And maybe at some point we'll get back to up to around 300 again. That would be lovely. We shall see. Like I said, I'm not trying to get that little plaque. I'll never, I've been doing this almost 10 years, and I haven't even broken 300 yet. So yeah, I'm a niche channel basically. A lot of channels who've been around as long as me have way more viewers, more subscribers. I'm not going to beg. If you like to visit my abode, or my cabin in the country, as this would technically be, you're welcome. If you just want to stop by and say hi, you know, if you want to, lurk on a video and just view and then leave, that's okay. There will almost always be tea or coffee or some alcoholic libation for you to have as well. And I welcome any visitors. So, if you'd like to comment as well, please feel free to do that. But please keep it civil. Share these if you wish, but again, please give credit. And enjoy the weather. If you're a monster with allergies, make sure you take your allergy meds. I need to start doing that myself. And of course, take turns driving the hearse. Give the designated Dracula a chance to imbibe if they wish. And please, monsters, look out for each other. It's scary times right now. And as I said before, we specifically need to protect the monsters that are changing form. They deserve the right to achieve their final form and to be who they really want to be. Sorry, neighbor just drove up. And also, we need to watch out for the bunnies and their families as well. On that note, I shall let you all go. Oh yes, vampires, don't forget your large parasol, your 100 SPF, so you don't turn into a pile of ash. You would have a hard time in this place right now because the sun's streaming in through the window. I want to see all of you back next time. If you want to be here, I love you very much. Big goth mom hugs for all the monsters out there. Bye now.